Going on, everybody? Hello, welcome back. We got True Sim weekend rounds tonight, rounds 3 and 4. We actually, I think, overall are the top scoring person through the first 2 rounds. However, we did give back 5 strokes, courtesy of 3 bogeys and a double. So we're currently sitting in second, 1 back of the lead. But, yeah, could have been better, but like we also, we hold out for eagle from 120 yards and we hit a 57 footer, made a bunch of putts. So it's like, we had the things where it's like you have to get lucky on weeks in order to win, but you also can't give the strokes back. So we'll try and continue playing well, see if we can outpace the field here on the weekend. I mean, like I said, we're only a shot back, so we're definitely in the mix. Just gonna have to see if we can, take it the rest of the way. Yeet, welcome back. RJ, good evening. Hello. Let me do this. Let's switch to our greenskeeper, since that's the one that they're pushing this season. And we'll go into challenges, claim the rewards that have XP attached to it, and then we'll swap back. Because I think we only have this one challenge left, but I believe it was an 18-hole challenge, so get that cheap XP. Not that it really gives you much of anything. Ooh, 150 XP, and it takes, our character's barely leveled up, and it takes freaking 800, so it's nice, but it's effectively meaningless. It's just kind of that false sense of progression. Okay, so we've got 1 challenge left. That's gonna be the main chunk of our warm-up here. We'll, I mean, assuming that it goes well enough. All right, so 18 holes at TPC Sawgrass. We've got normal, soft, and fast. So we gotta go 28 furs and gurs. Which, that's 14 out of 18. That's 14 out of 18 on both. I mean, I will say that furs and gurs tends to be a pretty strong part of our game, but not difficulty. We gotta turn our putting an approach camera off for this. We'll play a big draw back into the wind. I'll choke it down just to be safe. I don't think we really have to, but okay, a little bit too closed. But we'll take it. So I was thinking about it today a little bit, and obviously I'll have to, we'll have to talk about it some more and really work things out. But I saw that one of the free PlayStation games for the upcoming month is Lies of P. Now, Lies of P, I played the demo back when it came out, and it felt a little bit clunky. I don't know, there was just, the timing of things felt like dodges kind of stuck. Stuff felt a little bit off. And so I kind of wrote the game off. But from what I've heard people talk about since the game has been out, is that it is very good in that they have cleaned some stuff up, you know, since that demo. Since it's a free game on PlayStation, I'm definitely considering it more now. But I think what I want to do, as we get to this point, oh, I left that face open. We'll still get a gur here because it's a par 5. But I think what I want to do as we get to the end of the season, since the plan is to bring some variety gaming into the mix, I think, probably put out a poll, probably get a couple of games together, and get some chat involvement in what the next game is. Give a couple of options. Because I do have the Star Wars Jedi Survivor as one of the games. But I think I want to give some options just so that yeah, you guys get to be involved in choosing what games we do for our variety content. So I did not get a gur because I ran it out the back. I'm just realizing. Yane, welcome back. Busey, good evening. Jim, welcome back. Thank you for the luck, Yane. Played golf 2 days ago, shot 48. Happy with that. Tomorrow's your birthday. Well, happy early birthday, Jim. Sounds like that'll be a fun time. Oh, I pulled. Well, pull is actually better here because pull gets us, again, gur. It's your birthday today, Busey? Everybody's birthday's here at the end of the month. Mine was on Thursday. Bunch of July. Oh, bunch of July birthdays. Favorite stream to watch while pooping? I'll take it, Brandon. I'll take it, man. You know, you want to spend a long time on the toilet? I'm A-okay with that. You know, gotta meet the people where they're at. Whatever the circumstances. Alright, balls below the feet. It's tailwind, but it's out that way, and balls below the feet. There's so much slope. Felt like if I took the full club, we'd be too long. So yeah, I was kind of hoping to get a little bit of bounce out of that. Nice. That was close though to being too low. Burke, this is PGA Tour 2K25. I almost feel like I need to take the 3-wood here. Maybe hit it a little bit firm. And give it a 102. I just feel like if I hit driver on this, I kind of start bringing that bunker on the backside into play. And where this hole is located, this is a good angle. Problem is ball below the feet. 157, yeah. Okay. So what we're going to run into is this ball is going to shoot out to the right, and it's got a big draw, and it's tailwind, so it's going to hang. So I got to go somewhere out here just to try and get it to like the playable portion of the green. And even that, look at how far I'm still several yards off on how far that hung out there. So yeah, that is some gross underestimating. Is that Shooter McGavin? Technically, it is Chris McDonald, but yes, it is the guy who plays Shooter McGavin. They don't have, you know, Happy Gilmore rights to the game, but they have the actor, so it's kind of like everyone knows what it implies, but they don't have the rights to call it Shooter McGavin in game. I have to play a draw because I don't have the ability to hit the fade here. Fortunately managed to not hit the tree. Make Happy Gilmore. I think the best that we would get, Jim, is Adam Sandler. But I don't really think that that's going to happen because the movie just came out, right? And so, in my opinion, if the movie, like, that would be a promotional thing, right? So if the movie has launched and we did not get him, I don't think we're getting him at all. Oh, I did hit it a little open, so I'm wondering if that's what did it. He gave me the fake out. He gave me the look like he was gonna hold that putt. Haven't seen it yet. I have not either. It'll be a while till I see it. It'll be a while till I see it because I don't have Netflix. And I'm not rushing out to get Netflix to watch the movie. Did a little high. But I mean, we're playing well so far. I feel like I, with the draw, want to play this from the left. I didn't Burke, so I believe he was included as one of the, as like a pre-order character. It was either from pre-order or from buying a certain edition of the game. That being said, the particular thing that I'm doing right now is a challenge, and the challenge uses his character. So, regardless of that, you'll play as him for this set of challenges. I left the face open. Kick left. Okay. Works for me. Works for me. It's not bad. Underswung it. Definitely in the right vicinity. Okay, but I think we've been keeping things in play. So what are we sitting at? Through 8 holes, we've got 13 out of the 28. So we're definitely on pace, especially if we can get it to 15 of 28 here on this hole. Oh, but we can't reach in two. It's fine. I'm gonna try and sling one around here with the overpower. I only got 101. I was kind of okay with it because of the angle. Like Shooter happy? I mean, I enjoyed the movie. I enjoy the old movies from what I remember. %. Oh, I hit it the right power. It's exactly what I wanted. I just, that was a terrible, terrible input. Oh, we're on the green and we get a birdie, so it, ultimately, for the sake of the challenge, it doesn't matter. It's more of like a, where was my swing at? If we're blocking it out that far. Struggling a little bit to keep the points consistent so far this evening. But that's what this warm-up period is. This is why we don't just jump in and play competitive rounds. Open is definitely not what I wanted there. Hey, what's going on, Vandy? How goes, how goes? Make these characters? No, they make them. They make them. You have some ability to customize your characters, Jim, but like not enough to, you know, really create like a ton of recognizable faces. He's a built-in character. I hit the tree. I hit the tree because I can't not hit a draw with this character. Like, I can't not hit a mega draw. Push. Can't. Why am I struggling so much? There's a chance this comes out short. We'll try it. No, we got a good chunk of it. Stay on the green, please. Dang it. We've got to hit 12 in the last, what, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we got 7 holes left. We got to go 12 of 14 on the last 7 holes. That's going to be tough. Nice. Nice! I don't do that often. Don't do that like ever. Can discount Woody Harrelson golf? Virtually, yes. IRL, not so good, but virtually, yes. What's going on, Elijah? Ball's below the feet. Does that qualify? Does that qualify as golfing, Elijah? Prius Prime? No, we've got some hiding back here. Chef Hall, what's going on? Welcome back. Ryan Dexter, how we doing? No, didn't go in. Fair. We did hole one yesterday from like 120 out, but that's a fair assessment. How's it going, Kevin? How do I specifically read the green? Like, what's running through my head? When I have the green grids, I'm kind of trying to assign like a number to the speed and use that to adjust my aim. When I don't have the green grids, like when we're playing True Sim, you know, in the next 30 minutes or so, for that, I'm trying to look at like, how's it breaking at my feet? How's it breaking at the hole? And trying to kind of just visualize a path that the ball is taking. I am definitely in between. I want to take quite a bit off on this, I think. I don't know, I feel like if I take the choked 7-iron, 71, mid-70s, like you gotta go 10 yards. And so maybe you can take a little bit off and let it roll. Kind of sling it in here. I took off too much, or added too much, I guess would be the more proper way to say that. A little too much sling. Maybe I could have played it stock. Came in pretty hot. Hey, how's it going, Will? Candace, what's going on? Probably help you visualize too. Maybe. Yeah, I might not be visualizing what I need to anymore, but we would definitely be visualizing. Ooh. Just overread it. But I do play golf IRL, yes. When I can, which is not a lot. I'm gonna choke this shot down just to give myself enough fairway to work with. Really bad in golf is putting, so bad at it. Yeah, the tough thing for me is like, so I played like a month or so ago. I guess it's more like a month and a half ago at this point, and it was the first time I had played in 8 months, and it's the only time I've played an actual round this year. And all the feel shots were completely off. Like, just straight up did not have any of the feel. So putting, short game, just entirely missing. That's the type of stuff that is 100% just repetition. Oh! We're gonna put one of them in. I'm feeling it. The way that we're putting them close. Like a 2-foot putt and you missed it. Yeah, the stuff that you like want to take for granted and just be like, oh yeah, that's a gimme, but it's like, no, it's definitely missable. It's definitely missable. Oh, Spinoza guy, I know. It's not easy. 82. See, I feel like if I take a choke 6, we're gonna end up going long. And I think that the Gers, for the sake of the challenge, the Gers are at a premium here. Pushed it. They on the green. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, what up, D-Brad? Thank you for the luck. Zayden, welcome back. Think the daily tours are still worth doing? I guess it depends, like, do you need the... Yeah, do you want the rewards, and do you have anything left to gain from, like, quests? Otherwise, I think it's just, do you enjoy playing them? I underswung it, but I hit extra power. It'll be close. Ooh. Don't give me that much. I know, but like some people do. Some people do. I like to hear the ball hit the back of the cup first off, but you know, I also like to earn my full score. Generally speaking, at least. Put together a great round 3 to tie Scud. Too many missed chances on round 4 to keep up. Yeah, I was looking at it, D-Brad. I was the highest scoring player through 2 rounds, but I had 5 strokes given back courtesy of the 3 bogeys and a double. So that definitely stung a bit. We got that tracking on a pretty good line. Oh. Oh. Just a little bit too far left, but great distance. Great overall line. What up, Pseudo? DR93. What fittings do I use for irons? My fittings are mostly swing path. I think my irons and wedges are fully swing path and contact. Hey, welcome back, Godric. What am I, a horse? Am I a horse or something? What do you think me to be? I'm gonna go out here, because worst case scenario, we hit the left to right ridge. Did that really cut through the wind and put me on top of the ridge? Huh. I would have thought, okay, so that's good to know. That it like cut in and it was basically like a headwind then. Literally like inches off on that read. A little bit over swung. It's low. That's low. Avatar. Wow. Perfect pace. And it ricochets off of that, and the game is just great because I'm not allowed to pull the pin off the green. That's fun. That's fun. Okay. Noted. Okay, we gotta clutch up. We gotta hit fur, we gotta hit gur to get the challenge done. So yeah, it's technically Chris McDonald. They don't have the rights to Shooter McGavin himself. But yes, it is the actor that plays Shooter. Alright, we're looking for more than a gur. It's pretty good though. Alright, so that is all she wrote. That is the 18-hole challenge completed, first try on Legend. Yeah, see, this is McDonald's tour. So, they're doing everything kind of thematically around Shooter McGavin as the persona, but without the licensing. But like yesterday and avoid bogeys can win for sure. That's kind of what I'm... Yeah, that would be the hope. Is that we can play like yesterday just without giving the strokes back. Because we shot 20 under and gave 5 strokes back, which I think is more scoring and more strokes back than anyone in the top bit. At least, like, in the top 5. I'm sure there are other people that gave plenty of strokes back. Like, I'm not naive. Got all the rewards into Condor, so you're good with that. Might stick around and play for fun. Yeah, like, it's... If you want to use it as a warm-up, you know, it's a way to get some VC, right? Like, if you're gonna... If you know you're gonna place high up, it's... You know, it's some easy VC from, like, the dailies and stuff. Just kind of how do you want to spend your time, right? Like, do you want to use it as a warm-up? Are there other societies or things that you'd rather do? I was thinking about it during... So, let's use this time to go through a little bit of a rundown for, like, the upcoming weeks here. So, I believe... Let me actually pull up TGC's event calendar here. We're gonna have 3 weeks of True Sim because True Sim doesn't have like the same playoff situation to contend with. I don't know if somebody will handle things on... I don't know if there's anything that like someone will put together for that on like the pro boards or on in the Discord for like factoring in seasonal stuff. But if we look at just Plat as a whole here, so we've got Twin Cities Championship, that was last week, so we've got the Wyndham Championship this week, which we'll be playing in that tomorrow. Memphis Cup, so this is the final 3 weeks here of the TGC Tour season, which also means that it's the Tour Championship. We are auto-qualified, I think, as it stands into week 2, because I believe it's the top 30 on the money list. And we are 23rd. So as long as we don't, like, just completely crap out or have people leapfrog us, like, a huge amount, we should be a lock for the second week of it. Once we get knocked from this, if we get knocked here or we make the Tour Championship, that's the end of the season. And then we'll have a little bit of a buffer week, or a couple of buffer weeks. So let me see what it looked like at the end of 2024. So they had that start in October? Was it really that much time off? I guess it's just September. I guess it's just September that you have a couple of exhibition events before you roll into the next season. So what I'm wondering is during that time, do we look to maybe play like ranked and stuff for a couple of weeks? Like, because I don't know that I'm going to want to necessarily like grind out off-season events. Maybe we'll just have some chill ranked duos. At that time, I also want to open it up and start playing some varieties. So like I said, I think I'll throw it in Discord. I'll make some sort of poll and have a couple of games on there, and have you guys vote on it. So I think when we get to the like kind of off-season 3 weeks, I think maybe we run some ranked solo and ranked duos. Play some variety stuff, have it staggered, like Monday, Wednesday is golf, Tuesday, Thursday is variety, like single player playthrough kind of thing. I'm thinking like Lies of P or Star Wars Jedi Survivor, like those sorts of games. Maybe we'll come up with some other options. And then once the TGC season rolls back, we'll just change from ranked back to True Sim and Plat, but we'll stack True Sim and Plat on Monday, Wednesday. And then we'll just play it from there. If we're enjoying the variety, we'll keep it in. If we're not, then maybe we'll go back to full golf, or maybe when golf season comes back around in like February or so, we move back. We'll have to kind of play it by ear and work that stuff out. But just throw in some ideas about wanting to, mentally prepare everyone for that. Also, Pseudo, no, I did not see the behind the scenes stuff. By the second one, try to beat it too. First one was Monday. So Jedi Survivor is the second one. Fallen Order is the first one. And I played Fallen Order many years ago. We played through it once on like normal, and then we played through it on the like Jedi Grandmaster difficulty or whatever. I'm contemplating if we play that, just playing it on the hardest difficulty out the gate. I think that's my game plan. I think I might be ready to just roll into True Sim. I mean, I don't know if there's anything else left to really... A basketball ball? I don't know if there's anything like... I don't need to like grind out another round. So yeah, let's just get ready for True Sim. Be like a year ago. Yeah, I'm like kind of half tempted to go back and rewatch the old Star Wars movies and stuff. I need to watch before I play Jedi Survivor, since it's been a while. I'll have to watch like a recap video on Fallen Order to just remember what the story is. So I remember the final fight, but I don't remember the full story of it. Yo, what's going on, Bot? Bot, did you see? Did you see the short from today? Another True Sim hole out. True Sim, the gift that keeps on giving. Also, I think unless we hit another crazy shot, I have a 57-foot True Sim putt to I got a 57-foot True Sim putt to upload. That one was kind of sick. Not gonna lie, that one was kind of sick. I don't make 50 plus footers like ever, so let alone on True Sim. And it broke a bunch too. Can't upload putts? It's not allowed? I can, they just don't perform as well. But you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna upload it. It is funny, like, figuring out, like, the YouTube algorithm, so to speak, for shots. Like, there are some putts that will do well-ish on, performance-wise, but, like, I think people are more likely to check out of a putt than a full shot, and then like if it doesn't go in versus does, or like like how close the shot is. I don't know, it's always interesting to see like what works and what doesn't. I just, most of the time, if it's obviously the easy ones are hole outs, aces, albatrosses, eagle hole outs from like distance and stuff. Those are like the easy, like that's a good shot. It's definitely a weird thing of like, are people gonna like that shot that I put to 2 feet or a couple inches? Like, it's a good shot, but like it's a video game, so like, how impressive do people find it? Also, I'm just noticing, since we played this course yesterday, it has lost, I think, a half a star on its rating. I'm like 99% certain that this was a 3 out of 5 star course. And I guess as people are playing it on TrueSim, it is dropping. You made a 6-footer, you'll post... Okay, well, there's... Yeah, you can't... You gotta be picky with what putts you put. I mean, now, if you putted it... if it's a 6-foot putt, but you're on such a steep slope that you, like, turned around and putted up the hill and back down, then maybe you got something. Just put together like a minute of 6-foot straight putt compilation. See how long it takes for people to click out of the video. All right, we're gonna run a quick 2-minute ad, and then we will hop into round 1 or round 3, round 1 of the night, round 3 of TrueSim. So appreciate everybody being here, coming out. Just for those unfamiliar, we run ads because Twitch kind of makes us get rid of the pre-rolls. But we take a break so nobody misses anything. So 2-minute break, we'll be back here, and then we'll get going for the evening. See you in a few.
It's raining!
Ads. There we go. I was like, the ad break should be done pretty soon here. What's going on, Cable Chaser? Welcome back. Watched the eagle from yesterday. Filthy work. I got a little bit lucky with it. I was trying to hit it back and spin it back, but when I watched the clip back, the slope was definitely a little bit stronger. For whatever reason, in my head, I'm always like, it's flat around the hole, which is not accurate, but like, unless you know the course and all the like hole locations, it's pretty hard to know. So like, I'm thinking like, it's flat, try and get a little bit of spin back. Ended up hitting it a little further, but it was on the slope and just came tumbling back down. Hey, welcome back, Jim. All right, let's do it. Round 3, back to the tips. Medium wins again. Southwest, firm, and moderate. So we're pretty well back to, I'm sure the whole, or the wind direction is different, but we're basically back to round 1 conditions. Yeah, with hole location 3. So we're playing pin set 3 here. We'll see how friendly or terrible they are, because some of these holes have been, you know, sitting on slopes. Front hole location, I think we're gonna have to go hybrid. I think we're gonna have to go hybrid to get into that like wedge range that we want. Okay, that's still fairway. I went on like a straighter swing feeling on the backswing there and ended up not getting it out to the side enough, so. It's 109 yards, which means that this choked approach might just be what we need. Footlie did not play as strongly as I was hoping for, so a little bit of work left here. Mimic altitude, because this course is about 5,400 feet above sea level. Yeah, can you imagine, like, in a future game that altitude is factored in? I guess if you knew the altitude, then you could actually reverse engineer the physics that they're basing stuff on. I mean, I guess you could probably do that now. There's probably a good chance that you could work out what kind of equation they're using and what altitude assumption. Okay, it is breaking right to left. Nice. Okay, good read. Hey, thank you for the luck ears. Go play games? Alright, take it easy, Jim. If I don't see you, have a good one. Alright, again, we're just gonna take 3 wood. Again, it's all just about getting ourselves out to wedge distances. Get a wedge in our hand and just try and be accurate so that we can then, you know, go ahead and make putts. Played 9,400 feet last weekend, but your swing is such a dumpster fire that you couldn't see much difference than when you're playing at home. Yeah, I'm like in that weird spot of like, I don't know, man. Like, I should get lessons, but like I also get like, for whatever reason, I get pretty stubborn, you know, and hard-headed, and I'm like, I can work it out myself. Like, I want to just go to the range and work on it. I left the face open. A little bit short. Ball's definitely moving left to right, at least in the beginning. Don't love making it more difficult on myself than I need to. Don't love that I don't. Because that feels flatter. But from here it feels like definitely below the feet. Left edge pacey. Good call. Good call. It, like, didn't move a lot, but it moved just enough that, like, going pure straight putt would have been not great. Okay. 328. See, this is where it's like, if you cover the bunker... See, this is such an awkward one, actually. Because in theory, it should bounce and roll like a long, long way. We're just gonna play it. Dang. Because realistically, I'm trying to hit it just like, I don't know, 5 yards to the right of there. It does all kick to the right, though. This might ultimately not be the worst. It's 28 yards. I'm gonna have to hit a splat. This is more awkward than I'd like it to be. Okay. So full splash, 44 yards, 42. Still like 10 yards too long. Let's think about this. If we aim it, I think that's like at the hole. 26. About like 23. 20. 18 maybe, which would be here. I gotta go a few yards past it. It's like 92%. Okay. So let's look at the green. It feels like it should go left to right. I feel like going like 92% or so. And then it's uphill, so a little bit further. Ball's above my feet. Ultimately not terrible. Definitely playing a little bit protective, but we can make this putt. Feel guilty about your true sim pace of play? I don't know, I gotta think about it. Because it's a partial shot that I can barely see where I'm aimed at. I don't know, I think I probably on average look at shots a lot longer than most people on True Sim. I think I look at shots a lot more than most people. Driver, that's going up the left-hand side there. A little bit of wind. We'll go just a touch to the left. Okay, left that one just a hair open, and unless this kicks left, we're in trouble. Okay, could be worse. Could be in that bunker. That ball's buried. Let's see here. If we go full, I mean, is it playing? Yeah, I mean, this might be short, but I don't know. Maybe I go choked 8-iron to get a little bit more roll on it. That's a good recovery. Can we make another putt? Oh, that's sloping. So hard. Ball just barely caught it. All right, this is the start we need. Taking the time to calculate shots, and when they turn out, oh yeah, that's what it is for me, Zayden. Like just figuring everything out and then executing and just like watching the results. Okay, I was a little bit nervous with the creek. Like I was trying to clutch out an input so hard there. Don't want to flare one open into the water. All right, par 5. So this gives us an opportunity to eagle if we can do something nice with it. Now, there's not a lot of room working right to left here. In fact, that's 5 yards. Actually means it's probably a good aiming point that I can go like just off of the green there. 203, 198, wind in. Yeah, I think we have to take this. Okay. It's pretty uphill back in that corner. Could have been a little bit more aggressive on my line. Just wanted to make sure that we were not to the right of the flag. But putting like a choked 4, getting a couple extra yards and a little bit extra rollout certainly would have helped. Okay, so 73%. Definitely breaking left to right up the hill here. Not a ton though. I'm not going to give it too much. Wow. That ended up being a pretty straight putt, but again, we're going to 2-putt for birdie. $158, 160. Now you're getting down wit and see, like this is where the 9-iron all of a sudden. The 9-iron all of a sudden here. 160. Upper 160s. By the time it bounces, it's past the hole. But I only have a few yards to work with. Okay. Absolute clutch time shot there. What a line. What a line. Now we got a downhill slider. What's it doing at my feet? Definitely above. Two inches downhill. Okay. I can try and shoot the gap here for a wedge in hand. But I also feel like I could... Like, I have multiple options for wedge in hand, I guess is what it boils down to. I think for consistency's sake, I'm going to take the choke tee shot. This bunker's on the left. Yeah. This will put us somewhere around our 56 degree, I think. I just wanted to make sure that we found the fairway, give ourselves a little bit more forgiveness. Okay, so it's a little bit beyond what our 56 can do. So we're now a little awkward. So I probably need to punch it like that if I'm being completely honest with myself. Okay, I mean we're dancing around the pin. Just about making these medium putts. Again, we're sliding. Oh boy. Playing ranked, the guy rage quit, got him again the next game, he left before the game even started. Yeah, people start to recognize names and they're like, yeah, I'm done with this. I know what I'm getting into, I don't want to play this guy. Trying to see what I'm aimed at. I mean, we're just gonna try and play it on this upper shelf. Oh no, 97%. This could land short and be bad. It defaulted me to a short shot. I actually think if we land on the green at 100%, I don't know. I actually don't know. It could have resulted in the same, but I didn't check that it had check for the 100%. Can we somehow keep the birdie train alive? It's right to left at our feet. It's not straight up the hill, but it straightens out. Try to visualize it. Oh, that was almost it. That was almost it. All right, well, it's still a 3 on the card, but unfortunately the birdie train ends at hole number 8. What does that mean? That means we get right back on the saddle. Go after the 9th hole, try and score here. Right, Pseudo? I know you know you're in dire straits when people that aren't subs start unsubbing and you start owing money. It's not good. It's not good, it's not good. This is gonna end up well short, isn't it? This is kind of a bait pin. Because that's probably uphill, but if we step back and think about this, we're carrying 193, but we're on an upslope, and if we low roll it, like all of a sudden here, plus the wind and everything, like we're gonna be well short. Let's say 193, 190. I don't know, like upper 180s and then cut the wind just a couple yards, so like mid 180s. Can land it just on that fairway. Maybe that's the play. Maybe that's the play. It's below the feet. It's uphill, but that wind, I still want to aim a little bit more to the left. I just got to get all of this. The house always wins. What's going on, Boost? Welcome back for 7 months. Thank you for choosing to use your Prime sub over here. Hope you continue to enjoy your faces. Okay, so it actually carried a little bit further. That wind in the face doesn't really do much. We didn't get as bad of a lie. You know, we definitely were erring on the side of caution. 100% we're erring on the side of caution. 66%. All below the feet. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh. Dang. Quad perfects on a great line and we're 7 feet below the hole. It might just be kind of straight up the hill. Don't trust it. Why does it feel like it wants to break left to right? From here it wants to break right to left, but from here it wants to break the other way. Okay, just put some extra pace and fire it. Just put some extra pace and fire it. All right, so par going 8-9. Those are tough holes. Those are tough holes. Driver definitely feels like the play. We're gonna play a fade, but this time I'm not gonna put that. I don't want to put that bunker into play. So by playing away from that bunker, I brought the left side into play. Okay, well, we'll see what we can do here. Don't own the game? Maybe you should uninstall the Twitch app. No! Doesn't seem like a great compromise. Quite the front deep breath. I know, but we gotta keep it going, right? For another 27 holes. But this is definitely the kind of gameplay that we need to have. Okay, if we go, let's go full pitching wedge, just like work our way through it here. That I feel like lands right around pin high. Pitching wedge, I think, needs a little loft. No. It looks good if it's not out of the heavy rough. But that took like an aggressive kick forward and then really rolled. So maybe a club down was the play. There's so much break on this, by the way. So what, if we were to go 68 and you're hitting that, but it's... It's like almost in the back door. That's almost in the back door. Okay, so I'm going to power drive because I think that if we hit the power drive, we will be able to reach it in two, or at least have a chance. Look at that clutchness. You gotta stay up though. It's in the bunker. Oh, that's so unfortunate. 276 yards. That holds, and we would at least be able to try and like bound something up there. Now we gotta just do what we've done on every other hole, and that's lay it up. So I need about 170 yards tops, but out of here, I guess I should just take this club. Wait, it switched back again? How? What did I do? I gotta check it like right before I hit it. I'm so annoyed. It's the second round that that's happened. Just doesn't turn over from there. I mean, came out a lot further. That just sucks. That's happened to me twice on this course already. Percent underswing. I hate it. I'm gonna bogey 2 par 5s because of that. I'm not gonna bogey 2 par 5s because of it. That's a great save, but like, my goodness, I'm just throwing away strokes because I'm picking my shot, and then in an awkward lie, I'm shifting and it's flipping it back, or I'm changing the club at the last second, and I'm not double checking that the shot is aligned. A terrible mental error. Terrible, terrible mental error to be making. Yeah, D-Ray, yeah. What up, John? Ugh. Not fun. Not fun. But yeah, that's 100% what it is. 13 yards, but it's up the slope. So do you try and... It's firm, but uphill. I'm wondering if this is going to be too long. Probably is. So let's take this and just try and hit a little overpower. I left the face open. It really took with the wind. All right, well, we're on a streak here where all of a sudden we're not getting anywhere near where we need to be. Let's just settle it down. The way these have been rolling, I'm going to take it off a little bit. Underswung it by 1%, but there must be another... Yeah, there's another 4 inches of break that I missed. What the heck, man? Well, this course really sneaks up on you, don't it? Okay, just reset. I don't know what this streak is, but hot dang. Let's just reset here. Jada, welcome back. Currently 45 minutes behind in the VOD. Well, 45 minutes behind is going to put you before the round. I guess it depends on what you're going for. Hey, what's going on, Abe? You're taking this one off? Not a bad week to take off. Not a bad week to take off. It's going okay. We've played really well, but we've had like just enough kind of frustrating stuff go on. Some mental mistakes, some are just the course. Some of it compounded. Like, we're playing well enough to win outside of some of these mistakes, so I just gotta reel myself back in here, get a couple of good shots again, and we'll be back on our way. 111. I think I gotta squeeze this shot. Didn't squeeze it enough. Didn't squeeze it enough. All right. Left to right breaker. What up, Smithers? Nope, snapped. Oh, but we're good. It straightened out. I saw the snap and I just immediately got concerned. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. Long par 4. I'm gonna shift ourselves over to the right-hand side of this fairway. I do not need to aim that far to the left. Because I did that in the first or second round, and I almost missed the fairway. Downhill into wind, 184, back short of the hole. I think stock is actually going to work out for us, because 7-iron wants to release a little bit, even if it's into this little bit of headwind here. I think it'll give it a little room for bounce and release. That's what we're talking about. Yo, what's going on, Trippin'? How have you been, dude? Good to see you. It's pretty late for you right now, yeah? So we're pin high without the wind. Wind definitely takes us back a bit. I think you just let the wind ride it a little bit. It looks like it tilts a little left to right, so just see what the uphill and right to left does. I left the face open. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. That's the distance I was looking for. 18 yards. I can probably take a full pick out of this. Right to left, up the hill. 22, 20. I'm gonna go up a club. And I hope that's not gonna bite me, but I think I need to. That's one thing that I have not learned yet. That's one thing that I have not learned yet is how much those uphills in the bunker take off. I feel like sometimes I fly them like crazy, and other times they just come out way short like that. Which that really, really stings. That really, really stings. Got some sun. I definitely am tanner this year than most years, yeah. Spending enough time mowing my yard to get a farmer's tan going, you know? Good putt. Good putt. 2 to 3 yards there. Well, so what, 20? 15? I guess, yeah, I guess I'm like, oh yeah, club up once. I think sometimes I am still just rushing through some of the shots a little bit more than I should. It's like the one trade-off, like sometimes when I get in a groove and I'm feeling pretty good, I might not slow myself down for some of the shots, and I like definitely should there, because I don't want to leave myself those testers. Those are ones that we very easily could be given strokes back on. Haven't played True Sim yet on this game. I enjoy it. I mean, I've always enjoyed True Sim. You know, it's challenging, but still a reprieve from the pain of Plat, right? You know, we get challenging setups, but you're playing real courses, and yeah, I like that bit of challenge. Oh, I left it open again. I've been having a couple of those where we just flare it off. I mean, we're on for a putt, which is definitely better for me than being off the green. %62%. Not bad, not bad. Oh yeah, Scud definitely still dominates. Mans is just good at the game. Bunker distance have to do with the firmness? No. No, because when I'm talking about it, I'm just talking about, like, carry distance, right? Gonna choke this down a little bit. Take a little bit off my choke driver just so we don't run out to those bunkers. Yeah, firmness is more about just like how the bounce and everything is gonna play, but I like carried it way short. Ultimately, it didn't affect anything, right? We managed So that's obviously short, right? Like 238. I've got to go down, you know, as low as 232 and then add in the headwind and everything. Like, that's in the water. So 253. 253. We've got 12 yards to work with. You're choking it into something like this, so 246 is probably close to pin high. Maybe throw a little bit here, ball slightly above the feet, and cutting back. Just play it more out to the left for safety. Because I do not need to find water here. It's going to be long putts, but like front right whole location with a choke 3 wood, like I'm not doing anything crazy. That's right to left. Stronger, you know, through the middle, weaker down there. I think the smart thing, I mean, I guess it depends on how you'd want to play this. I know now better. That's 14 yards. So if this is like 7, then downhill, like I could probably chip something like this, but realistically, I should just... Overswung it. Fight. Realistically, I think I should just super flop it and take the birdie. Don't get greedy. Yeah, what's going on, Revan? Am I playing in Revan Cup 2025? Am I gonna get in trouble for not knowing what Revan Cup is? I'm gonna choke this shot and I'm gonna cut it back up into this slope. Probably should have played it even more to the right, but this will at least give me a better chance of holding it. There we go. Pulling a lot of chips lately? You don't move the cursor unless severely downhill? Well, that was definitely downhill. I don't know, I always feel like if I don't move the A marker back, I'm always running them like well by the hole. But like chipping is definitely one of the worst parts of my game. I think 7-iron is the play. It's up the hill, but it's... Still think something like this. Okay, we striped it. Line is decent, little short, but fairway kick. Slow down. Okay, we've got to look. We've got to look for birdie. Come on. Finish on a high note. It is left to right, left to right, left to right. Okay, weird round. Weird round. Came out super hot. 7 under through 7, and then par, bogey, and then strong 4 out of 6 finish. So gotta clean up that middle section. Gotta clean up that middle section. Yeah, it's a really solid round overall. It's just, man, that bogey sucks. That bogey sucks. That was the par 3, right? Like 6 inches, or it was like a foot downhill, and somehow we park it with like another 4 inches down the hill to go. So definitely a little bit awkward in that regard. But we're tied with Scud, and we're tied with D-Brad. And we're 5 strokes clear of 4th place. So strong finish, and we can, I guess, technically have a chance to win it on countback. I'd like to play better than that. But we'll try and keep it out of mind. We'll try and just go one shot at a time. You know, maybe it'll concern us down the stretch if we're like, if we have a slow start, but we just gotta play our game. Gotta play our game. So 4 events, 4 weeks, 1 big tournament, cash prizes for hole-in-ones, hole-outs, and placements. Starts after Labor Day weekend. Is it a, is it just like a society tournament, Revan? It's not like head-to-head stuff? Each hole is a puzzle? Each hole is a puzzle. That's how I treat. Each shot is a puzzle. Okay, well you gotta, but it's a puzzle with execution, right? You gotta come up with the solution and then execute the solution. Yeah, I'll definitely consider it if it's not like a logistics thing, because my problem with most, okay, society, yeah, I'll give it a look. I shall consider. Yeah, if you DM me the like full details of it, definitely something that I can consider putting into the rotation. Yeah, my problem with like most of the competitive events ends up being the logistics of like scheduling, you know, the match play stuff for the alt shot matches, because so many times you get international players and stuff, and my window, you know, my window to play is so crap. So much me compared to last game. Love how I'm playing. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like they're the same. I'm just a little bit more consistent with the inputs on this one. Like, I was pretty good with tempo, but like I could lose tempo more than I lose my swing points in this. Yeah, it's hard to judge too, because like you compare yourself against other people. You know, I think we're playing better than some, but like people also stop playing. So, but we're playing pretty well. We won a couple weeks ago for the first time on True Sim. We've been playing pretty well overall in Plat. So I'm feeling pretty good about this game so far. But we'll see if we can keep it up. All right, we're gonna take a quick 3-minute break, and then we will dive into the final round of True Sim and see if maybe we can grab another win on True Sim. Who knows? But let's go find out. All right, I'll see you in a couple.
It's raining.
Ads. All right, we are back. Slim, I'm gonna let you figure that one out for yourself. So our last game, this one's totally me. Smart guy numbers is my game. Yeah, I mean, I've always been a course management with shot selection. Putting is the part that putting is my weak spot normally. We've been putting well this week in True Sim. I think sometimes I probably get in my head around putting. Yeah, and sometimes we miss things. True Sim, we've been able to really just let ourselves feel it. But all right, let's go for it. They're moving us back to the black tees and high winds. So rounds 1 and 3, rounds 2 and 4, similar setups, but they're playing defaults and moderate. So I will say that's one thing with True Sim is Franz will oftentimes give us pretty consistent fairway and green setups, which definitely helps me like lock into our ability to read putts. Okay, I don't need to. I don't need anything but a nice drive. That'll do. What's going on, Zach? Okay, it's a good start to round 4. That's pretty good. More where that came from, please. All right, choke tee shot. This will give us a wedge with a headwind, so it'll be played a little long, a little spinny. 127, wind in... Okay, that's actually... Okay, this is awkward. Because 135, 133, 13 mile an hour headwind, 120. It's not going to spin. Yeah, Zach, I'm a stock PS5 controller because I play on PS5. Okay, so... This is just like I have to commit to a number. I have to commit to a number. 133. 13. I'm gonna give it just a touch of loft. Like, just a touch. So I feel like it's kind of right at the number we need. Proximity through 2 holes is incredible. We've actually dunked one this game, Trippin'. We had a True Sim round where we threw a wedge up there and it just straightened the hole. But I'm a loft and spin guy, Trippin'. I try and keep it at 100% shots. The only time my partial is around the green. Right, so like chips, pitches, splashes, picks, all that. I really try to not be in the rut, like be off the green. Like I will even my chipping is so bad, I will try and putt stuff off of the green most times. $260, $270. See, so this is where it's a little bit awkward. This is where it's a little bit awkward. Because you kind of want to carry it here, but that's going to go way too far. Like, with the tailwind and everything, I kind of expect it to play out to, like, 350, which is just, like, long gone. Don't think I can get any closer without going in. Yeah, it kind of feels that way. I should lay this up, right? As much as it pains me, as much as it's, like, drivable. I don't see how to get this. Never lay up here, D-Brad? Yeah, but if I go 350, I've gotta... ...25-yard shot? Just like, how accurate can I... Yeah, my short game is the tough part. If I felt like I could hold the green and two-putt for birdie, I would do it. But with a driver here, I'd have to, like, partial it in this gap, but it kicks left. So, like, I'm not finding the green. That bunker really protects. But I'd have to hit, like, such a layup off the tee here. I'm almost hitting like a 6-iron off the tee for a wedge. It's gonna spin off instead of chop a pitching wedge instead. Yeah, there's definitely use case for it, but like in something like this, especially where I have no scout cam or anything, like I try and avoid the partials at all costs. Hey, what's going on, Bill? I'm so conflicted. I'm so conflicted. Because if we... 30,000 feet, what's going on, Sand Groper? Safe travels? Hope all is well. I'm going for it. Just gonna pull the trigger. I put some loft. We'll see what happens. It's not 350. 339. So that, this might actually be okay. 13 yards. Up a foot. Okay, I thought about that really, really long, but I don't know. After thinking about it, I was like, short game from there, I should be able to get it at least to a puttable distance. Okay, I like this play up the left-hand side of that. What's the edge of this right bunker? Let it peel off to the left. Play a little baby draw with that wind. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, that's awkward. Misread that. I thought from the shot shape and the tailwind that it wouldn't get that far to the right. I knew that the ball was like way below my feet. Low, but just cozy up there. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. That's just like an unlucky kick, I feel like. I feel like that's gotta be more unlucky than anything. Gonna play choked. Give me a little bit more forgiveness. I don't quite need all the distance because the fairway runs out on us. Yo, Indoor, welcome back. How we doing today? Melbourne from Sydney got in-flight Wi-Fi. I feel like in-flight Wi-Fi is becoming more and more common, like for free, and I'm all for it. Like I flew like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago almost, and it was like watch an ad and get Wi-Fi for the whole flight. I'm like, okay, that's simple enough. 155. The wind going. That's actually really close. I don't know how I feel about this. Yeah, Indoor, this is round 4. This is round 4 from yesterday. We pretty well do Monday, Tuesday as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 of True Sim, and then we do Plat 1 and 2, 3 and 4 Wednesday, Thursday at the moment. 168, 163. Something like this. Just on the green, kick left. That's it. It's so hard because, like, I guess maybe I can hit a, maybe I can put a little bit of loft on that. Maybe I can put a little bit of loft on that if we're talking just like, because the 8-iron, when you put loft on it, you don't take off a lot for distance. So maybe I could have gotten that to sit a little softer. But it is tailwind, like it's uphill, so it gets a little bit more skip. 46% is going to be that pace. I underhit it by 2%. That's in. That's saying right to left. Just gonna hammer it. Okay. So missed eagle opportunity because we underswung our intent, which sucks, but it's still a score. We need scores. Trippin', if you want, play Trusin this week and see. There's a lot of those. There are quite a few of those sorts of putts this week. Yeah, what's going on, Burke? 63. Playing that back into the wind. There's not a lot of room. I feel like if I take the 9-iron, it's not going to work out for us. But I think if I take this, we might have a chance. Okay, it sticks. So we've got an uphill putt. 5 inches uphill in 8 feet. Oh, jeez, man. Slight tilt to the left. So what, you just put it just a touch off and hit it? Ah. Do not like it, Sam, I am. We might be okay. Flared the swing path or the contact there a little bit. 58. Pin high is 72. I feel like if I take 68 club, 165, we're gonna be too short. Took the 7-iron into the wind. Give it just a little bit. Runner? G-Runner? Let me know how to pronounce that. But thank you very much for the follow. Oh, that's sad. Dang. I thought it might run a little bit still. Yeah, Indoor, you were a whole club short. Grizz, what's going on, man? How you been, my guy? Thank you very much for choosing to use your Prime sub over here. I hope you enjoy your faces. Good to see you, dude. I hope all's well with you and the fam. World first shoe on head, hole in one shoe. Yeah, we gotta get the gotta bring the shoe on head meme to golf, right? Can't let it just live on in Dark Souls lore. I feel like most people don't even know about that run. For those wondering, so Grizz and I have known each other for quite some time. Way back when, I used to be a Dark Souls 3 challenge run streamer, I know. We beat Dark Souls 3 any percent, so like just the main game, none of the DLC bosses or extra bosses. But we beat it without dying while balancing a shoe on our head the entire time, because there's the old meme, shoe on head or pre-recorded. And so yeah, we completed that. Which you couldn't die, but you also couldn't let the shoe fall off your head. Big putt. Big putt. Did not see the uphill, or you thought the wind wouldn't affect it? Well, the wind was like 12 miles an hour, so right there you've got like 16 yards off or something with that shot, and then I think it was like 5 feet up or 5 yards uphill. Hey, what's going on, Brian? For those that are curious, it is on the YouTube, so you know, if you really want to dive back into the archives at some point and watch it, You can go for it. All right, I'm going to try and take a little bit off of it. I feel like this is one that I have to choke partial, which I don't do often. We squared it up. It does feed back left to right down the hill here, so maybe we've got something dialed in. That's too much speed. That's so much speed. It's a really difficult shot. What's going on, Ava? How are you doing? Indoor, you're, I know you're more speaking out loud on your own behalf, but you're getting it pretty wrong here. You're way short on the last one. You would have been even longer on this one. Gotta work on that. 60%. Monstrous putt. Monstrous putt. Yeah, to be fair, I had completely forgotten about the hill too. How do you judge the putting? A lot of feel, but it's, so I'll walk you through my like thought process on it. A lot of it is finding known goods and then trying to like visualize the putt based on like the slope that you see. I should have almost power drive this. This is tough. 206. Gonna be more than that. 5. I'm gonna be like 10 yards short. Like here. But I can't go up a club. If I go 228, 218. 206, I'm like 10 yards long. Which, how does that make any sense? Because that's 12 yards further. 218. Go like 214. 12. 202. Maybe we fade it. I don't think we're gonna have like a great shot here. Just in general. Yeah, I tried to choke it and put a little bit of lofted cut, but I don't know, I just felt like if I took the 4-iron there, I would have been way short, and I don't know if I would have been able to punch it. Okay, so general way that I would look at this tripping is I see that it's right to left at my feet, and down at the hole I see it's a little bit straighter, still a little bit right to left. So now I know it's all breaking one direction, or at least that's my general guess. So I can look at it from the right to left break side. Now this is a long putt, so this is more of a guess and feel kind of thing. You know, I see a little bit of right to left, and then it flattens out, and it's maybe more right to left at the end. It's also very downhill, so I'm going to take just like a little bit off. 61%. Then I like to take this back and use this as like a way to help feel the speed come off of the face of it. So I'm kind of breaking a little bit right to left, is taking the line, and then as it comes down, we're just moving a little bit right to left. This might end up to the right, but I'm just trying to, you know, cozy this up to putt, get out of here. I overhit it, and it's downhill, so tough part here is I underread it, and I overhit it. But now we have the uphill, so, you know, just try and get out of here with as little damage as possible. Couldn't make a putt? Yeah, putting is definitely very, very tough. But so, like, some of it is just, like, it's a lot of educated guessing, but I find that the best thing is, like, if your issue is just, like, getting a read on, like, how the putt is breaking, that's a really good way to start, and over time you will familiarize yourself and, like, start to see things a little bit more. Because the other thing that you can do is if you know how it breaks at your feet and you know how it breaks at the hole, you can kind of infer in between, right? So if it looks stronger at one point or the other, you can kind of look at that and see, okay, well, it's harder and then it softens, or it's kind of straight and then it really breaks. Or if you get double breakers, you can see kind of where the crossover point is, and then you just kind of have to dig into that memory bank and try and, like, work out how that putt is going to behave overall. But that's how if I hit power drive here, indoor, it is 37 feet downhill with the 10-mile-an-hour tailwind. I carry 317 stock. So we're going to go immediately 330. We're going to go into the 340s and bound out probably close to like a 380, 300. I'm going to have a 64-yard... I'm gonna have like a 60-yard shot with a tailwind. I do not want that shot into the green. Knowing good strategy has been helpful for you. It took several turns to get it down. Yeah, like you have to start seeing it, but it's all that repetition goes a long way. Okay, a little bit of an overpowered 3-wood cut up the right-hand side. So I'm trying to get this down to like somewhere around my 60 degree and just have like a full 60 in. Yeah, what's going on, Ethan? Use the spinner? Yeah, but what you're not factoring in indoor is trying to aim a partial spinner with no scout cam. That is the piece that is missing from that puzzle. Want a little bit of loft. There we go. Play the course enough to know the green. Yeah, but like I try and have this sort of view of any given putt. So I don't know all the hole locations. These are 121 greens, Jim. So they're on moderate. Do I power drive? Pushed it. We're good. We're good. Yeah, we're playing in a tournament, Ethan. So every week we play in 2 tournaments. We play in a True Sim tournament and a tournament from the main tours. So this is our True Sim tournament. It's Master Swing, but without like any of the assists. We have no green grid, no live grid, no scout cam. It is quite difficult. Tomorrow and Thursday we'll compete in the main tours, which is we're in the top flight out of 15. And we'll play. That'll be on Legend Swing, but we'll have green grid and scout cam. So two different styles of tournament, but both difficult in their own regard. Does it go tomorrow? It's about time you played some True Sim. Yeah, good luck. Just don't go out there and beat me. That's all I ask. $244, $250, 20 yards of bounce and roll out. 232, 230, 240. I actually don't know about this. I don't know what the rollout from a fairway lie is going to be. Is 20 yards a lot or 30 yards a lot? I'm gonna play choked, but I'm gonna hit it a little bit harder. And I don't know what we're getting ourselves into here. Did not need to hit it harder. Takes so many bounces forward on the firm greens. Do legend mode with Green Reader. Won 4 times my career in 3 seasons. I mean, my career, no offense, does not compare to playing people on the internet. Whole different beast. Hey, what's going on, Darby? Michael, how's it going? Looking for a couple weeks? Love the content? Hey, thank you, man. Glad to have you. Played this week's pretty straightforward. Should have shot way better. I haven't played it yet. I have no idea. I just show up and play it. I just show up and play. So we'll see what the course is tomorrow. See how it plays. But yeah, so like here, right? Like I'm reading heavy left to right. I'm looking up the hill. It feels pretty clean cut across. So now I'm just trying to visualize a putt. You know, with 56% power, and then just how is that gonna come off? And that's honestly, that's really not a bad look at it at all. Like that's barely off the mark. Young Gat, is 25 worth it? I enjoy it. I enjoy it. So I'm a little bit biased, I would say yes. But the thing that I've been telling everybody to do is try the free demo. PGA Tour 2K25 first look. Give it a shot. You know, the best way to see if you're gonna maybe enjoy a game is to try it out yourself. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is play this right of the hole and just try and get a little bit of a 2-putt going. I don't want to flirt with the front edge too much, but I felt like if I took, maybe it's just so uphill. I don't know, I felt like if I took a 5-iron at it, we were just gonna go running by. Hard to know. That's one thing, like, without knowing the course and knowing these things, gonna have a hard time making that conclusion. We're above the feet. I mean, I think we've got a pretty steady right to left break the whole way. Gonna miss low. Oh, that was in if we hit the power that we set out to. Not a bad effort. Not a bad effort. Legend mode no Green Reader on my career won 5 times. Yeah. No, I know you meant like Legend no Green Reader. I'm just saying like playing against the computer as your competition versus actual people. Yeah, there's a big difference there. Obviously, like, still have to play well. Right, but that's just... That was all I was trying to say. Baby cut. Underhit it a little bit, but that baby cut's the line that we want. I'm just hoping we get down to a nice little wedge number for us. No one plays 2K23 anymore? No. No. Whenever new sports games come out, I don't think it matters what the sports title is. Everybody's moving to the new game pretty well. Oh, that's tracking. I'll take it. I'll take it. Scud's already in the clubhouse tripping. I think he got to 37. It's a little bit awkward that this game only updates like your platform leaderboard until the end of the round. So we're gonna try and bring it home. Parf. I gotta go power drive. Spicy. You like the delayed update, Jim? I don't know. I kind of want to know. I don't know. I feel like it should show us all the platforms. Like, if it's cross-platform, why isn't it updating us on all of the platforms? I'm sure it's some technical limitation, but you know, I want to know. I want to know. Can you show me? I want to know about the golfers like me. Short. Dang. That's tough. That's tough. What's going on, Adam? What does it mean if a course has LiDAR? So LiDAR is a technology that does like a scan of the surface, right? So like in real life, there are LiDAR scans of not just golf courses, but all sorts of different things. So it creates like a mesh of the course. And so I don't know if somebody's made a tool for this. I know that back in 2019, I know that back in like I think TGC 19, they had like a LiDAR import script that somebody had written and people forward it through like to 21, 23, and then to 25 and edit it. But basically you get the like actual mesh of the course. And so you'll get all the elevation, all of the swales, all of those sorts of things. Hey, what's going on, Josh? Thank you very much for the raid, dude. Get in there. Also, Controller Chris, how's it going? I play on PS5. And just for you, I have a controller. Chris. Yeah, how we doing, Josh and company? Welcome on in. We're trying to go win Trusim. We're trying to go win Trusim. We got a little bit of a weekend cooking, a little bit of a round going. Hope everybody's doing well. Josh, how was the stream? What up, Scotty? Welcome back. So that's kind of flat. Seeing the right to left there. So I'm gonna read it as mostly straight. Maybe a little bit, and then peel the right to left at the end. 76%. Oh, that's under. That's not a bad read, but that's an underswing. Those are always tough distances. Your CC scores versus the fighters. I'm sorry, man. Didn't mean to hurt you like that. Imagine he's at like 39. Oh yeah. I'm not just like trying to score one in the last little stretch of things. Trying to stay on top of it. 57. See, this is where we've got to fade it and loft it a bit. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. Choked. Fade it. Loft it on it like here. Okay, that's the shot we're trying to hit. A decent line. It's a little bit to the right. Just kick and stay up here. That works for me because now that's a pin high putt. Coming in for land. All right, Sandgrover. Safe landings. We got a right to left slider. Doesn't seem as crazy at the start, but then like we're getting it here, so 50%. Oh, he likes it. Oh, he likes it. That's our fourth putt from 10 feet or more. we're 30, what, 33 holes into this, and we've played the Chris McDonald Challenge warm-up. It's a little bit awkward. I feel like this is not the club I want. Because I'm going to end up having to hit like an 8-iron to the front pin. I'm going to choke my driver. And I'm going to hit like I'm just going to bump it out there. 95%. 92 works as well. I'm just trying to hit something in the fairway that's a little bit further down. We work lurking while you get your spawn to sleep. You put your... I don't know how old your kids are, but... Fortunately, we're in toddlerhood, so our kid is in bed by 8, and that's what lets me stream. Get in there, Josh. Thank you for choosing to use your Prime sub over here. I hope you enjoy your faces. Greatly appreciate it. How to look at the putt from different angles. So I have the putting and approach cam on, and so it replaces the scout cam within 45 yards. So when you hit scout cam and you have that on, it takes you to that putting view, and then you can click through it with the stick that's opposite of your swing. If you click that stick, you'll go to practice swing. The other one will cycle your cameras. Similarly here, like you can cycle through cameras with clicking it. It just gives you putting and approach cameras. They're on mom's sleep schedule, aka sleeping until 9 to 10. Gonna be a rude awakening for them when school comes around. Okay, so it's summer schedule right now. Got it. I like this, like, aim. I don't love the yardage. We're like awkwardly in between. Because we're not gonna lose 15 yards here. In fact, we're gonna probably lose like 10. So I'm gonna loft it, or not even loft it, but just take some distance off. Now that really went to the right. Another slider. I don't hit the partials indoor, like, really at all. The partials are reserved for maybe my driver on like a tee shot that I don't have to be like crazy accurate with and just like bump it out there. Otherwise, I'm just trying to hit 100% shots. Just underswung it. Just underswung it. I mean, it may have missed. All right, we got par 5, and then we've got the par 4 18th, which is a tough one to hold, but let's bring it home. Schedule. I don't have a command for it, but we are live Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern to like, I don't know, 11 Eastern, give or take. I guess when we start cramming in all of our plat rounds and stuff, we're gonna end up streaming like till closer to midnight. Not that I think people are gonna complain about longer streams. Yeah, no guarantees on 18. I mean, no guarantees on this hole too. This is the headwind. I gotta lay this up. As much as I want to go for it. 260, 259, 247, and then like we're like just short enough where I can't go for this. So I want to hit it 160. The safe thing would probably be to just take like my 9-iron instead, but yeah. Longer streams, you hate it, Fly Guy? Go for it, Trip It. I'm not trying to throw this tournament. I'm gonna try and go up and down here and still find a score. 120. It's definitely more than 5 yards. What are we looking at? Like 12? 7. 120. 116. Or 119. Alright. Full 50 degree, little bit of shape. I overshaped it. Though. I just thought that wind, I guess the 50 degree play is closer to like a full shot. Less like a wedge. I'm okay with the slight underswing. I was okay with the slight underswing because I didn't want it to roll down the hill in the back. I didn't like the little loop around. Okay. Yeah. 260. 270, and then bound it down. Okay, that should be safe, right? We're cutting it high enough to the right, I think. Okay, that's so difficult. Okay, I'm like trying to not be right of the hole. I still have to 2-putt from here. We just gotta get it home safely. I underswung the rhythm. I underswung the rhythm. Okay. I think that's count back, at least against Scud. We gotta see if anybody comes from behind and clips us. But I think that pips Scud on countback. We lost to Scud on countback already once this season because we had a really great third round. And then the fourth round we came up short of him. This time we tie him on the fourth. Beat him by 1 on the third. So we're clubhouse leader. We're clubhouse leader. That tee shot on hole number 1 really setting up the round. That's a hard finish. There were some long par 3s. There were some tucked pins. I don't know if that par 5, if I just took like a regular choked approach, maybe I could have held the end of it and gone for it in 2 and then been able to give ourselves a chance at an eagle or a birdie. But that was, whew. I was you could tell there with the rhythm on that final putt that I was like so concerned about getting my power right, and then we underswung and like then left ourselves a tough one. But again, like that was one of my better overall putting weeks. Like if we take a look at this, decent GUR, I mean like solid in the 80s. Yeah, I mean top in GUR. Top something in fur, right? 82%'s decent. Yeah, so second fairways, tops in greens, 20-foot proximity over the course of the tournament. So we're tied with Scud for second there behind Skyline. So like combo that with, yeah, we missed like 1 short putt, 80% on medium. Yeah, we're tied for the top. You number 1 in GUR? What? Well, you're second technically because mine isn't putting it. Yours is at 83.3. Mine's at 84.7. I don't know why on this one. I don't know why on this one it like doesn't populate my stuff. Maybe I have to like close out of the event to get it to populate. And then we were 27% long range. There are actually some decent long putters there. That puts us 5th at long range, but what we did do is convert very, very well on our medium. Because that's 33 putts, 25 putts. So yeah, we had 5 more putts and 1 matched the percentage there. 2 more putts than me, 3 and Howard. So like we're making up 1 to 2 plus putts on the medium. And long putts we were in contention. So it's just one of those weeks, like there's something about the more like moderate, like the slower greens, not like slow greens, but like there's kind of like that mid-range green speed that I am very good with. Because look at this, birdie conversion almost 64%, and we hit 61 greens, which like we know that we were tops in GURs, but and that's even with we had 4 bogeys and a double bogey. I think we had, what, 1 bogey in round 3? And then a clean final round? Yeah, so I knew we were playing well. We had scored the most in the first 2 rounds, but we had given 5 strokes back. So to only give 1 stroke back in the weekend, I will take it. No, I haven't done a practice round probably since 2K21 Drippin'. Fierce Phil, the name sounds familiar. Chris Jones is typically pretty good. I don't think he's been quite as strong in True Sim in this game as he has been in 23. But yeah, Xbox is not typically not a crazy amount of Xbox players. Horace Phoenix. I know is, but yeah, I don't think True Sim is very heavily contested by the Xbox players. So yeah, we're tied for the lead. Well, we shall see. We will pretty well know, I think, unless some crazy scores come in, because like Cabot could play, Trippin could pop off. You have good players that could play. So for the moment, we have the lead. We'll have a better understanding on Thursday. Oh, that's true. That's true. Stando, yeah, Stando and Andrew are the two like big Xbox ones. Horace Phoenix, this is the first week I've seen him in a while. What up, Spartan? Xbox has EA PGA on the Game Pass. I don't enjoy the EA PGA personally. Scud's on PC. Scud's on PC. He was on PlayStation at some point, maybe. I think he's like flipped back and forth in 23, but he's on PC. Yeah, I don't know how Chris is on this game. Chris was quite good on 23 though. That's the thing, like new game comes around and some people who weren't as good are stronger now, and some people, you know, who were stronger have gotten a little bit worse. It's just some of it's not even themselves being like good or bad, it's just like the relative to the pack. Well, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, Hendo's on Xbox. There's some consistently, I think Stando and Jesus are the ones that play True Sim the most. Watching, taking mental notes. Yeah, I'm always happy to help. That goes for anybody. If people ever have questions when it comes to True Sim or just the game in general, like I will give you as much information as I can. Some of it is still, it's educated guessing, and you've got to have a feel for it. But I can help try and get you on the right track. Hey, what's going on, John? We are actually just getting wrapped up. We are sitting tied for first, but we're leading on countback in True Sim. So right now we've got the lead. We'll see if it holds. We still have tomorrow for people to start the tournament and put some pressure on us. But yeah, we're gonna go find whomstediv to raid out to. And mayhaps we go and keep it in the True Sim realm. I don't know if he's already completed his True Sim rounds or not. But let's go say hello to Vandy. He's playing True Sim and Elite. I don't know what order. He may be done with True Sim already. I'm not sure. But let's go wish him luck. Not too much luck in True Sim, just enough. Not too much. But I will see you guys over there. Haven't seen me play, just play a game for fun. So Roberts, we're getting there. We're getting there. Once golf hits the off season here, we're gonna start to rotate in some first playthroughs of story games and stuff. So don't worry, it's coming. It's coming. But let's go say hi to Vandy. Thank you all so much for hanging out. We'll be live Monday through Thursday this week at 8 p.m. Eastern. We've got, I guess it's Tuesday already. So Wednesday, Thursday, we've got Plat. We've got the other big competition rounds going on. So look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Tuesdays. And let's go say hi to Vandy. Bye-bye.